Hello!
Hi, everybody!
We're
I don't
back.
know why I decided to do that goofy voice.
Hi, everybody. We're doing poems.
Yeah, it just kind of skipped to happy poem time.
Yeah, that's right. It like glitched and just sent us here. Da, 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 da. Oh, where's my OBS? I need to keep it to 9 on the time. There we go. Okay.
I'm gonna say probably incongruent. Incongruent?
Are you gonna write down the
Yeah.
things again? Okay, so incongruent. Yep. Whoa.
Okay.
Um.
Yeah, yes she did.
Agonizing?
Agonizing.
Okay, her face didn't do the weird thing that time.
Horror!
Horror. I didn't imagine that, right? Like her face went all weird, right?
No, you didn't imagine that.
Okay.
You could slow it down in editing if you want. Melancholy.
Okay. Brute.
Heaven sent?
Heaven sent. Okay. Ooh. Scars, maybe?
Sure. Infallible?
Yep.
It's too complicated a word for,
Like, what does that mean? I like simple words.
Hawk, eggplant, awaken.
Frightening?
I don't know why that came to mind, actually, when we were reading her animal poem before. I just started thinking, Hawk, eggplant, awaken! Frightening. Philosophy worked before, I think.
Yep. Disarray, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, she likes the long descriptive words.
Massacre.
Massacre.
Excuse me.
Judgment?
Judgment.
Nightgown. Brute says he finished the game in the meantime. It was a blast. He wants to go back and do Natsuki's route soon. I'm not sure what would fit her here. Maybe chocolate would probably be Natsuki.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're pretty good at this point anyway, so...
I guess we can choose silly words. Make a silly poem again.
Yeah, we could.
Giggle?
Sure. Is a stark contrast to everything else so far.
Puppy!
Puppy!
She liked explodes or contaminate. We could do contamination.
Puppy...
Wrath.
Sparkle?
Sparkle.
Sparkle puppy.
Cry, Doki Doki! Sadness?
Sadness or memories, maybe?
Oh, she liked memories. Disoriented. Or Doki Doki.
That's a toss-up.
We'll do disoriented. I keep looking at her to see if her face is gonna do the thing again. Aw. I'll choose Doki next time, Brute.
If there is a next time.
Dot dot dot. Misfortune?
Yeah. Uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. Flee? Or
Yeah,
break-
that's
Flee.
great.
Okay.
Perfect. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Orion.
Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Oh yes, the usual scene, says Brute. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room.
Yuri's doing her daily glitching.
Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize.
Every day, just half her body bouncing around. Usual.
Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Orion, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person.
Made me think less of Natsuki, though, says Brute.
And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez.
Whatever's on your...
Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You are the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. I don't hate you is the best compliment.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not! What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not good yet. Really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Aw, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. What?
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Orion.
Monica smiles sweetly.
As she shoves everybody out of the way again.
Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Orion, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time.
I think we call that a heartbeat from Brute.
I think we call that Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Oh, excuse me, don't know why I'm yawning.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. I actually didn't wake up as long ago as you'd think, despite the hour. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. And sexy. I mean, what?
What are you looking at? No. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Yawning usually means you're tired, Gallup, lol.
Hi, Ryu.
Elegant, methodical, sexy, check, says Brute. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see.
music got a lot more muted.
Yeah, it's like muffled. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth.
Oh.
Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
Yeah. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently.
Excuse me?
I've rewound time, isn't that cool? I don't know. Orion, do you like oolong tea?
Is there anything in the log, or is it just gone?
Let's see. History. It's like, she's for the one. Okay, sorry for my. I'm back. Yeah, it's not there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it or not up to this point yet, Ryu, but this game messes with you pretty badly.
Yeah.
Anything is fine.
Very well.
This is fine. Whole room's on fire. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less while I'm making tea for others.
Like Eternal Darkness levels of messing with you? Asbert says yes. Oh god. Yeah. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so?
You should be. Ryu said no, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
I mean, since we already streamed it at this point, the turning point for this game was when the girl who was secretly depressed hung herself, and then the game started over. And she didn't exist anymore. And temporarily, there was a picture in the background where that poster is. There was a picture of her hanging. And then it just disappeared.
Yeah. Now all sorts of glitches are happening.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. We don't need you glitching anymore.
You're always worrying about me, Orion. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I think I need an adult.
Orion, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Her posture. Always hunched over like that while reading.
Posture in quotation marks. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. Her very large posture. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Eh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
Coffee, sorry. No need to apologize.
As she said.
I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. Hey, it's dust floating through the air.
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
I mean, in bright sunlight like that, you can literally see that, too.
Yeah.
She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. And then you have the pleasant thought that you're constantly breathing that stuff.
Yeah? Dust floating.
But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth.
Chocolate.
Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Ryan...
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't... Orion?
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over.
Orion? My heart won't stop pounding, Orion. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Orion?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Those are some pretty freaky eyes there, Yuri.
Uh-huh. It's time to share our poems.
Okay. Happy poem time!
Monika?
Sure.
Orion, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, at least I have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing.
This is like the poem she wrote before, except it's kind of a little more broken up and has random all caps.
Yeah, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise, the noise that won't stop. Violent grating. Oh.
Okay, that part's different.
Whoa. Violent grating something?
Waveforms.
Waveforms? Screeching or squawking? I'm not sure.
Squeaking, screeching.
Squeaking,
piercing.
screeching, piercing.
Sine, cosine, tangents.
Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage.
An endless poem of meaningless.
Delete her. Ooh.
That used to say load her.
Yeah. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, we're not even gonna look at my poem? Come on. Here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, saving my game. There we go. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me.
Okay.
Okay. And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Nasuki?
Okay.
Please don't have
Please
exploding
don't.
eyes.
Oh god. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. Here's the poem. Incongruent, agonizing horror, melancholy, heaven sent, scars infallible, frightening philosophy, disarray, massacre, judgment giggle, puppy sparkle, memories disoriented, misfortune is uncontrollable, flee.
Yeah, just as I thought.
Eh?
Orion, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Orion? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away.
Okay, screw you too.
Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Orion, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Orion. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Orion? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? This is different.
Wheel.
A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal
Portal to another world.
Portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, is existence of God swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bulkhead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bulkhead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Everything breathing.
It's like,
That was less coherent than our poems.
it's not really a poem, it's just like writing. It's like, what is it called? Like automatic writing, where you just write whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. It's about breathing. That's what it's about.
It's about heavy breathing in a closet.
My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
You have unlocked a special poem.
Things I like about Papa. Papa comes home early, cooks me dinner, gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything, gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, Is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything, like when Papa is too tired for anything.
Hmm.
Hmm.